Bon dia, bon dia! Our guest on episode 28 is a longtime friend of ours. She is a gender advisor and is also the sweet-sounding voice of the reggae dub fusion band Grandma. Grandma! Please welcome to Kubhula, the marvelous Regina dos Santos.
Eu não roubei coisa de ninguém, desculpa lá muito.
Há muito boato, há muita poeira nisto tudo, mas muita poeira. Oh, meu irmão, me deixe em paz, por favor.
Paga a conta! Se você é o homem verdadeiro, paga a conta! É que não há maneira, Messiah! Essas pitas são boas!
Oh, seja fiel à tua esposa.
Cara de quê? É teu?
É meu gajo. Ele está a mentir. Por quê? Ele tinha com crédito, depois aqueles gajos de crédito, ele queria burlar, depois de bater ele, aquilo ali que ele estava a vos a mentir, ele está a mentir.
Welcome. We have here today. Let me stop with that. We're actually talking before we press record. Regina in the house. What up, girl?
Good.
What's
Can you put that sound again? It makes me feel like I'm in the club.
All right. Oh, wait. Oh, wrong sound. Sorry, it's rusty.
Making no cash.
We're back.
Nobody in the club.
We've been trying to get you for an episode for a while.
Oh.
We've had to also get our things together, really.
You guys have been following me around, like you follow me on.
Yeah, we follow
seen
everyone.
you.
We follow everyone. Not in the stalker vibes, but
okay.
we need to know what's
drive
happening.
by.
Yeah, man. We have to know what's happening in the streets, in society, and have some sort of what is it? Ear to the street? Is that what they call it?
You're on the pavement. You're on the
Ear on the pavement.
on the dirt.
Love it.
Bro.
Love it.
It's not
Love
safe.
it.
It's not safe.
It's not safe. How are you though? I know that it is. Yeah, I don't want to get into because we always do in
COVID.
strange times and COVID.
It's such difficult times.
Which is true. We're not saying that it's not. We're not saying that it's not. But it is. It is the reality. Right?
Yeah, no, it's bad.
Yeah,
We can
it
just
is.
leave it at that. It's bad.
Yeah. But you guys are rehearsing. So if anyone doesn't know the brilliant Regina, she is part of this band, this amazing band called Grandma.
Actually, I bought you guys something.
You brought presents?
Okay, so listen. Nobody buys CDs anymore. So CDs are basically like merch.
Oh, we gotta get it signed. We gotta get it signed by you and every other member.
Sure. So
of
y'all
the band.
can't see it because it's a podcast. But here's a CD.
We're gonna put the link to the digital version of the album.
Yes.
Of Grandma Perfect Plan. We're gonna definitely put that in the description.
Aquilo agora é a nossa memorabilia.
Nice.
É aquilo.
Merch.
Yeah, right
Merch.
there.
It's running out of space.
Just the one.
Just the one.
You don't expect presents.
Our previous guest is Iliana Nzwalu.
Yes,
and
I have that book.
she signed the book for us, which is very nice of her.
She's brilliant.
Yeah.
She's really good.
And thank you for this. And how's it been during this time? Are you guys rehearsing? Are you guys stopped for a bit? Is it tricky? Are you doing the online thing? Apparently the online thing of people rehearsing or playing together.
That doesn't work.
Doesn't work?
No, not with our internet.
Roshu was talking about a new technology that I think him and some other people are working on creating some sort of sync between
like a live?
like a live sync sort of thing. That's what he was talking about.
Visually, if you do a Zoom or anything like that, it's just the lag. It doesn't work. We tried. Failed miserably. I don't know if it has to do with our internet or bandwidth. These are words that people say that mean something.
That sound cool.
Yes.
The bandwidth is not bandwidthed enough. The width is not wide enough for
the band.
For the band. Bemtida.
For the band to play.
So we haven't done that. It took us a while. Like, we got scared in the beginning. It's like, oh gosh, no, stay home. And I locked myself at home for a very long time. For like, a month or two. And then we decided to go back safely. So we have been rehearsing because we've been doing some lives. Lives.
Yeah.
And those are good. We've done like recording one person in their house and then joining the audio and then the video. That's been really cool too. A nice challenge. And we did a live show as well. So we have been recording. If it continues, we'll, also create, not just in saya and in practice, but also try to create so that we're not parados, know. But we still have an album to promote. This was supposed to be the year that we have a show like every weekend, Yeah. So we're trying to adapt.
But I think there's nothing, that you have to adapt. And I think there's nothing wrong with that has obviously diverted your plans.
Yes.
But I think once there's some sort of, new normal and you guys can start playing towards like people live and so forth, I think it's still refreshing. Nothing beats live. Nothing beats a concert.
And it's crazy because you usually, me, because I'm actually I have a lot of stage fright. So when I go on stage, the energy that people give me is really important for me to kind of feel more comfortable and give back that energy. It's like a cyclical thing. So to play and not have anybody there is very weird. We just did a show and it was like a stage that had lights and everything and there was nobody there. So we had to kind of fake that energy. Yeah, como é que é aí em casa? Palmas! Tu ouvir essas palmas? No palmas. I heard nothing. But because I think, one, not mistake, okay, I'll say mistake. This is a safe space. One mistake that a lot of the artists are making is that because it's a live at home or you're not on a stage with people, that you have to tone it down. We're going to do an intimate session. Just, and that gets tiring. Like, I'm not going to watch an hour live of you just like, esta próxima música é de... like, it's boring. So you have to try to do... I think it's really nice to have people really give that energy that they would give on a show for you live on your phone, because then it makes it more interesting. Yeah. Those intimate sessions are really nice because you get to like talk about the songs and but don't forget, we're home. Like, don't give us...
People turn up at home, man.
Yeah.
I've been turning up at home.
I remember the first live that I saw in this quarantine was Hot Blaze. Hot Blaze gave it all for his live.
But Hot Blaze is awesome.
Dude,
like,
he was sweating. He was sweating.
Yeah.
Like, I need to take a break. Like, he was, and I was like, and I watched the whole thing, and it was long, but it was nice.
You can see the effort he's putting in, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So I think we need to like try to go back to giving more energy to the lives.
How do people interact?
Course Lives?
Yeah, Course Live.
They send stuff.
Text. Facebook, I know it's text.
And Facebook.
Vocês têm o quê? Big screen a verem as cenas ou estão a olhar para...
It's o ecrã. Some people, I think, use like a laptop. But on your phone, you put your phone on... Everybody has these ring lights. The ring light, and you put your phone... It's not just for makeup artists. And so and then they play, and then people ask questions. Sometimes they stop and actually respond to some of this stuff.
Yeah.
That's really cool. No, it's nice. But there's so many now.
Yeah, that's what that's been like a common trend.
Mas vocês fazem os vossos lives for charity?
We did in the beginning. We did one or two, one free, I think. I did a couple for free, but now we need to get paid, man.
That's been my biggest argument during this entire sort of since March, and is the fact that at the end of the day, these are entertainers and these are people that need to get paid.
What?
And, whoever's out there that can recommend some sort of method or some sort of model that people can get paid. Because
Yeah.
Porque agora o que as
Even
pessoas estão a fazer
yeah.
agora é via M-Pesa, né? Eu já vi,
Tu podes
já vi
fazer
várias vezes as
isso.
pessoas a
Yeah,
fazerem
tu
via
podes
M-Pesa.
mandar. And then you have like companies que eles estão a patrocinar concertos. Like companies will go to artists like, okay, so they join because they have a budget. They have a marketing budget.
Yeah.
You know these things.
I do, our budget's been cut, but
There's still
but
something.
there's still something,
Yeah.
there's still and it's more the I'm not going to mention any brand names, but I will say the category, especially the alcohol brands. The alcohol brands are the ones that have the very high budgets.
Yes.
And I think they're able to sort of be more flexible.
Some banks
and
as
a lot of them
well.
also have relationships and endorse artists as well already.
Yes, already. Yeah.
So it's much easier to work together in terms of
Eles
that
estão mais
link.
envolvidos mesmo nas promoções das festas, dos concertos, tudo eles é que estão
E eles
sempre
têm
lá.
muitos jovens nas equipas, so like they
Yes.
know this stuff. They're like, okay, this is how we get to the people. But you guys watch lives?
Yeah,
I don't.
he
No?
doesn't. He's not. He's
Yeah,
not.
but I'm not on social.
He's
so-
not on social
You're
media.
not
Yeah.
on social. Good for you,
Yeah.
bro.
He's
Good
not on
for
social
you.
media. But yeah, I watch lives to a certain extent.
What's the best one you've watched so far?
I think it was the one where Continuador, is that the name?
Oh,
Trix,
man, yeah.
Tiago
Continuador.
and
Pedro.
Pedro Pedrocas. I think that was the best live that I've watched. Even other lives I've watched from like United States or UK, whatever. That one was a really good one because I felt that it was very authentic. I think also the sound that they have already, the sound, the music they make already
Yeah, it's
complemented a lot of what they were doing at home.
Mm-hmm.
And they were each in their own home and it was very well synchronized and everything. I don't know if it was like pre-recorded
I think it
and
was.
live sort of thing, which I find nothing wrong with.
It's
I know there's some
beautiful.
people that are against that or, but I find nothing
It
wrong with
shouldn't
that.
be.
What I loved about it is that it was organized,
So it wasn't alive.
No, it was premiered, I think, but they
Yeah.
had organized it
but they had
before.
organized.
Which I don't think
But
is a
call it-
bad thing because
Yeah,
it makes the
and
quality
the
really
way I see-
good.
exactly. So that's my argument is that I find I have the most pleasure in listening and watching something like that because it's been sort of like cleaned up, whether if it's edited in some sort of way. I don't see, what I mean to say is that like, I don't care if it's live or not.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
as
getting
long
to.
as it sounds good.
It sounds good, looks good, music is great.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it.
But then
End of story.
you have people that want the interaction. So for
Sim,
that,
era
it's
isso que eu
not
ia perguntar,
great.
mas
Yeah.
o objetivo do live não é esse, não é interagir com...
Depende.
It depends. Having that live interaction and you have like 15 people in that chat room,
Maybe.
5
Yeah,
people.
it depends on what
Porque eu lembro,
you
tipo,
want.
back in the day, lembras quando tu compravas os Blu-rays dos concertos
Mhm.
que tinham super high quality,
Yeah,
mesmo no
aquelas
som, punhas em
awesome.
casa,
Yeah.
o sound system, mas agora vejo uma cena que não é live, o sound não vai ser nothing special, porque não é.
Mhm.
On your phone, and you can't even interact, é tipo,
Nothing.
yeah.
Yeah,
But,
My
that's
point
what
of
I'm
view.
saying. It's putting work in your production. So the point of view that I'm making is that if that is very well filmed, the sound is amazing.
Mhm.
I don't care if it's live or not, like because it's entertaining me while I'm
Yeah.
at home.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I can
yeah.
see these guys are at home as well. That's great. I don't need to go like, hey,
Yeah.
guy there at the guitar, give us a shout out, man.
Hey, do you have a girlfriend? Like, whatever.
Há pessoas que gostam disso.
Yes.
É isso. Some people
It's true.
want
Yeah.
to
E
interact
aqueles
like
coraçõezinhos,
actively.
os lives têm aqueles coraçõezinhos dos lives.
Hey,
Yeah.
you said you don't have social media. You
Tá bom, mas também não
you
estou fully
know.
disconnected, né? But I know.
Yeah, he knows.
What
but he
is
decides to
life
stay out.
without social media?
Epá, eu sei.
What do you do?
You read the newspaper.
Like a paper newspaper.
You read the newspaper, no?
Mas sabes que eu não sinto falta nenhuma de Facebooks, nem Insta, nem nada.
Yeah.
WhatsApp também já está a ficar cheio de informação. Então eu não fico fora de informação porque eu recebo tudo no WhatsApp.
Yeah. That's true.
Não é?
Yeah.
Então, ok, não tenho muitos grupos já também, por cima a maior parte
my
dos grupos são
enough.
muitos grupos.
Yeah.
Muitos grupos. Eu nem sei como é que vou sair dos grupos da família sem ofender ninguém. Ainda tô-
Because it says Matthew has left. What?
Yeah, but I've
They
done
should
that a
take
couple
that
of
out.
Yeah,
times.
não devia dizer
Yeah, they
só
should take
No.
that out.
desaparecer a pessoa.
Yeah.
Não é?
Just like
Yeah.
Matthew?
E só agora há pouco tempo é que eu descobri que afinal tu podes bloquear as pessoas de te adicionarem em grupos sem te pedirem. Did you know that?
Oh, yes.
Ah, That's my mind being blown.
Yes.
I'm gonna put that on.
Tens option que dá, que tu recebes. You've been invited to a group, não sei o quê.
Yeah.
Decline.
No, I'm gonna do that because it's too much.
Yeah.
There's only so many memes one can receive in a day.
Mas está-se bem, não faz muita diferença. Não faz muita diferença porque
fofoca.
recebes tudo no WhatsApp.
Yeah, that's
Então,
true. No,
yeah.
it's things WhatsApp. You're technically social. That's technically social media now.
Sim, yeah,
Especially now with that stories, kind of when you see the stories, that's
Yeah.
basically social media. But I don't actually. For me, it's a job. Like I have Instagram, but it's just music stuff.
Yeah.
Because
Sim, tu não podes viver fora do social media.
no,
é? As an artist,
it's like
não
as
dá.
an artist, you don't exist if you're not on social media.
And it's even for
So-
example, not name dropping here, but a certain pop artist that is ginger. No, talking about Ed Sheeran. So
yeah, I knew exactly. What
he's actually not on social media. He actually hasn't got a phone.
Oh.
He's got a phone. Sorry, he's got a phone, but he's got like an old school phone.
Okay.
And he's got like an old school phone. And so old school phone, I mean, not the modern phones that we have today.
Not a
Yeah.
smartphone.
Not a smartphone. Sorry,
dumb
that's
phone.
the correct
Yeah.
terminology. And
Good for him.
and he has an iPad. That iPad is where he checks in with his mom, FaceTime, like that sort of thing, and family and all of that. And his team run his social media.
Oh,
They
okay.
run his-
He's still
his
there though.
He's still there. He's
If
still
I had
on
someone
social
to
media.
run
Não, mas
it,
essa técnica do iPad é boa porque não tens aquele nervous twitch de
Yeah,
estar toda hora a
man.
tirar o
You can go
telefone.
in whenever you want.
Yeah,
you can
exactly.
check in. You can see.
Yeah.
Like,
leave it at
Yeah,
home.
yeah.
'Cause I just
And
don't.
that's actually not a bad.
Yeah, não.
not
If
a
I
bad,
could afford someone to take care of it
can get
for
an
me,
intern.
I would
You will
definitely
soon.
do that.
You know, you can have an intern, roadie. You know, and you guys are touring.
Yeah,
That
you
person
go
comes
out and
with.
have all my social interactions.
But some
and then
people
let me
are
know.
so good at it. Like some
Yeah, some people are good at it,
like you
yeah.
had Felipa on last time, the last
Yeah,
episode.
yeah.
And her and her sister are naturals. Like
Yeah.
it's like a part of who they are.
Yeah.
Like a kabda kurda. And sister with like the crust in your eyes, you come make swell. Like what? How do you
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah.
They're so like it's part of their brand. Their brand is social media, and I cannot. It's too like it hurts me to think about people seeing me in the morning like that. Oh, whoa, that's too much. That's too much. But some people are really good at it. Some people are just really good at it.
That's true. Some people are actually just natural. Yeah. Yeah.
They put even like selfies. They just know exactly. I can't remember the last time I
Yeah,
took
os
it.
ângulos e os
Yes.
filtros e
Yeah.
tudo, né?
I feel like such an old person. Like these youngins really know how to. Like I don't know. But
Já
I
tens
need-
que usar as duas mãos para tirar uma selfie, né?
Yeah. There's no video on this,
Yeah,
but
it's
we're
like
doing
our
something
selfies.
really
We use
funny
two
with our
hands. Two
Yeah.
arms. It's like hug me type of selfie.
Or like, the parents. I don't know why. Why do parents put their phones so low when they take the selfie? I don't want to
Yeah.
see your nostrils, Papa. Like, raise it up a bit.
and I love the one finger swipe as well. Like that's my favorite. The holding the phone on one hand and then doing the finger swipe when they're looking through. I love that.
Yeah, isso também.
The younger ones make fun of us
Yeah,
about what we do.
it's
So
true.
just want to put that out
Yeah,
there.
it's great. I think that's what's great about it. But back to your question about like what is life like without social media? And
I don't know.
yeah, I don't. It's funny that like I can't see it without it anymore.
Yeah.
But we did live fine with when it
Absolutely.
was
yeah.
when
Eu-
it wasn't this
Eu acho
digital
que eu como
wave.
tenho a sorte, ok, then again, temos o WhatsApp, temos video calls.
Yeah.
Então eu consigo entrar em contato com quem está longe.
Yeah.
E com quem está perto. I just call
Go
them,
see them. Yeah.
and go see them.
Call?
Yeah.
You call people?
I still call people.
Whoa.
E
But
falo.
through WhatsApp.
I feel like that's rude.
Não, pelo WhatsApp só video calls, mas yeah.
But WhatsApp, I call people normal WhatsApp
Yeah, yeah,
call.
no,
I don't need
no.
to see a face.
Yeah, normal call. No,
Yeah, normal.
on WhatsApp I only do video
Video.
calls. Yeah.
Okay, so
Interesting.
you like call like, hey, como é que é? Tudo bem?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't really call people anymore. It's not necessary most of the time.
but you have also people that like doing the whole voice messaging.
Oh yeah,
thing.
voice notes.
Voice notes.
That's what
it.
it's replaced. Like I've replaced
so they
calling with
do
voice notes.
Voice notes, and then too lazy to type.
Yeah, I
but
guess.
then you're also not calling and having those like silence moments. You know, just here breathing.
Hey,
No, when you go silent, you just hang up. Né? Tipo, okay, that's it, we're done.
Yeah.
wow, you're living like a crazy life for me right now.
Bom. Não faz muita falta. Não faz mesmo.
Yeah, I think it just depends.
Acho que depois também you get used to it.
Yeah, I think, I mean, honestly, if it wasn't for music, I don't think I would be on Instagram or anything like that. It's just not it's not natural to me at all. É muito esforçado. Yeah. And I mean, the easiest thing is just like put a picture of something else, a quote or whatever, because like to turn it on to myself, it's like not natural. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Tu fazes aquela cena dos quotes? Tipo, wake
Yeah,
up feeling
inspirational.
blessed. Yeah.
Oh no, not the blessed, but like, you know, if it's really hard, just make sure that you keep going, because you never know.
Sério, you do that?
Yeah.
You do that?
Yeah.
Fuck, I
You
hate
know,
that.
I did. I have friends that make. I know. I have friends that make. I have friends that make fun of quotes and all that. But then I did it once because I really liked one, and I got so much view because Instagram and social media is about engagement.
Yeah.
And I put one up because I think my sister had sent it to me or something, and I really liked it, and I put it up, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get it from my friends, okay. And I got so much good feedback. People are like, oh my God, I'm so glad that you put this. Like, I'm going through a rough time, and I really felt this. So the engagement, it really helps with engagement, and that's what keeps you going on social media is engagement, and that helps. So that's it's business.
Eu acho maninho tóxico. And disingenuous.
What?
What do you mean?
Those positive, whatever.
Why is it toxic?
The quotes.
Yeah.
Why is it toxic?
Porque life is not fucking perfect. E não é possível estarmos todos. E depois eu acho
But
que
the quotes tell you that.
por causa dessas quotes e dessas porcarias todas, é que as pessoas.
Bleep?
No,
e por causa disso é que as pessoas. E por isso é que as pessoas não. Quando as pessoas se sentem mal, they feel that something is wrong with them. But não é. É normal tu sentiste mal. E não seres positivo também é normal.
Yeah.
Mas toda hora com esses quotes, essas cenas positivas de não quer saber o que é que os outros pensam de mim, you live your life, you go girl.
Yeah.
Epá, eu acho que só piora as pessoas que não se sentem assim, percebes? Tipo,
Yeah.
if you see that, tipo, todo mundo está contente, todo mundo é positivo e eu sou o único que não sou, then something is wrong with me.
Nesse sentido,
You know what I mean?
percebo. But
Yeah, so
there
that's toxic.
Yeah, there are quotes that address that stuff.
Oh my God.
There are. You're not exploring the full quotes. You need to go into the quotes world. And if you dive in, you will see that now there are quotes saying it's okay to be sad and vulnerable. It's okay to feel like you want to give up. But don't.
Yeah. Be positive about it.
Yeah, but what's bad about that?
Nah, I don't know.
Like take care of your mental health. Don't forget like all this stuff. People love it, man. People love it.
The same way I love fonts. There's also people that love quotes.
Nah.
It's okay if it's not for you. You're not even on Instagram, so it doesn't
E
even
depois
matter.
são pessoas que também põem essas cenas todas, but they don't feel like that.
No.
They don't.
No.
Yeah, tipo work hard, play hard. You don't even have a job. Estás a ver?
No. Agora estamos a falar de outras sim.
Não, eu estou a falar dos quotes todos. De tudo incluído. Nesse mundinho dos Tony Robbins. É Tony Robbins, that's his name, right?
I think so. The guy with the teeth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Dos Kevin Hart. E agora todo mundo está a virar para aí. Sabes que it's a $1 billion industry.
It works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Motivational
works.
quotes.
Yeah.
No, there's people that
Motivational bullshit.
that put it's not all bull.
But it reminds me of those guys that do those talks. That guys it's like I've launched this book, and this book is like how to achieve success.
No, that's crap.
Yeah. Oh, como é que é?
For me, that's like psychics.
Como é que chama aquele que diz fuck em todos os títulos?
Oh, how to not give a
how to not
something.
give a fuck.
Yeah, no, I don't like that. But I will say there's this one guy who I really like. He's the angry therapist. And it's like he has quotes, but he actually has texts. And he talks a lot about relationships. And he puts a lot of, because it's Instagram, you can't put, it has to be in bite sizes, right?
Yeah.
But I do like him because he tells you real stuff. Like he's someone that went through like really bad relationships, really bad, like just emotional relationships went down. And so he shares that in that kind of quote platform, but also like engages with people. And I like that because he's real. But then he also does have a positive twist. Like, don't go hard on yourself because you did this. It's part of this, that. I went through, like that kind of thing. It's more what I'm geared to.
Quando são de pessoas que realmente fizeram as coisas e passaram por isso. Ok. Não posso dizer que é disingenuous.
No, that's like he's very open and real about it. And I like that.
There's some value in it.
But most of it is crap, yeah.
Yeah, most of it.
But
like
I try to be a
tipo,
little bit more.
E depois tens pessoas que põem tipo 5.
Back to back.
Dash. Aqueles posts pequeninos.
If I had my internet, I would show you the one I just put.
God.
And you can see me.
Back to back quotes.
Yeah,
Parece a new type of religion.
I think it's just, for me,
it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
It just replaces a selfie.
Motivating people,
you can start
giving
a cult
hope and faith to people. Não sei o quê. Para mim é a mesma cena.
You can start a cult through quotes, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, I think if something helps you to, and it's not toxic, right? If something does help you and motivates you to do better or be better or like inspires you in some way, then go for it. Like if it's not making you feel bad, because the thing about social media is that it can make you feel like your life is shit. It can make you feel like, man, this person is doing this. They always look good.
They're always so positive.
Yeah, they're always so positive. It's some filters, bro. Like it's not real life. So if you're in a situation where social media is making you feel crap, it's not the quote. It's you. Tu não estás nice. And that you have to also be able to recognize that, okay, I need to step away from this.
That curated content que as pessoas põem on social media, isso também não ajuda de maneira alguma. Para aqueles que estão lá e já são propensos a ficar depressed and all of that shit.
Yeah.
Estás a ver?
There is a
campaign.
Existe uma campanha para os influencers começarem a mostrar a parte negativa das vidas, que é para as pessoas não pensarem que, my life sucks because it's not like theirs.
That's kind of my point.
Yeah.
É por isso que eu não gosto dessas coisas.
And I think it is happening in some cases because it's causing more depression amongst people. So
depois tens as pessoas que leem os livros para ficarem motivados, acabam de ler o livro, they feel motivated, they have that surge of dopamine. I feel good, this is good, I'm gonna do it.
They have a win.
Vou fazer isto, that's it. And then, of course, there's a dip. They buy another book.
Which is totally normal.
They read it. They go up again. They feel motivated. E depois, passado não sei quanto tempo, they realize que não fizeram nada. Porque não é só ler, gente, feel motivated e tentar motivar as pessoas. You gotta do it. And when you do stuff, it's hard. Não é bonito. Custa tu fazeres. Não é
Most
tudo.
of it is actually hard.
Sim, não é tudo para fotografias e filtros e quotes. Não é. É most of the stuff. It's boring. Tipo, nós aqui com o podcast, we have a lot of fun aqui. But then
the editing, so bad.
AJ trata dessa parte, mas it's boring. Quando temos que procurar os skits para fazer os videozinhos, tens que ouvir 2, 3 vezes, 4 vezes o mesmo podcast.
Over.
Over and over.
I never listened to any of these.
As pessoas nunca sabem o outro lado. Mesmo na música. Quando tu vais para um concerto, estás a ver tudo feitinho, bonitinho. Wow, these guys, this is so easy. Look at her. It's so easy. She's just out there, she's just singing, going home, sleeping, and then come back. No, tu tens que ensaiar a mesma música várias vezes. And it's hard, and it's boring, and it's tiring. But it has to come out perfect because the 20th time, alguém chachou. Não, temos que fazer de novo. Alguém chachou, fazer de novo. And then go into recording studio. You know how many times you have to record until you get it right? But people don't see that. And in social media, erases all the hard parts. It's like, it doesn't happen.
Eu acho que esses quotes de positivo, toxic positivity, para mim é o que eu chamo isso.
Toxic positivity. It's such an oxymoron. But yes, okay.
Exactly. Para mim, as pessoas que ficam focadas demais nisso e fazem esses posts e leem essas porcarias todas, they don't actually do the job. They don't do anything. pelo menos daquilo that I've witnessed. I'm sure, como tu falaste dessa pessoa, agora não me lembro do nome.
Angry therapist.
Yeah.
Angry therapist. I hope I get money for boosting this guy.
We'll
Plug,
tag.
plug.
We'll tag.
Yeah. É só isso, é só uma opinião.
Yeah.
É
It's
verdade.
also a phase. Like I think people go through phases where they just need all that to hear it because they're feeling so low or something like that. I don't know. I feel like some people just are going through something and need it. And it can work for some people. But when you say like, okay, so some people don't do anything, it's become almost a career to also be the person that shares that stuff. So people are building careers off of quotes, right? Like you said, $1 million or whatever.
Yeah.
They don't do anything. What they do is the quotes. Like, I'm an entrepreneur. I make quotes about people becoming entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
So then you just kind of keep going on that business.
Quotes são os novos Hallmark postcards.
Yes.
That's it.
And then
You said it.
like
I said
how
it.
the design and how
Yeah,
you say it. And yeah, it's part
New
of it.
age Hallmark postcards são
Yes.
os quotes.
It's actually funny because, for example, in UK, there's like a big cards culture in terms of for someone's birthday,
Yeah.
someone getting out of the hospital after
Oh,
operation, you get them a card. There's this card, because it was funny because my colleague and I were chatting this morning, and she's like trying to get a card for a kid's birthday, and she's like, "Where do I buy a card in Maputo?"
Acho que deves comprar numa
Supermercado?
biblioteca.
Biblioteca,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess.
sometimes,
Oh,
yeah.
store?
Yeah.
bookstore, no?
Yeah.
Mas,
But
yeah.
I don't see them though.
No, not
Né?
anymore. I don't see them. E mesmo na
The
biblioteca,
quotes.
Now it's quotes.
there's quotes.
You just
It's all
told me
digital.
just tag your friend.
Tag your friend.
Just print this.
Thank you. But it's not funny. It's sorry. It actually is funny. The fact that I remember in like the days when we used to have dial-up internet, that you have these sites and they used to actually like promote them a lot of like send an e-card for so and so's birthday.
Yes, I
Do
still
you remember that?
I still do that.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
and then like they open it in their email and then like confetti comes out and
Yes.
all these
Vaguely. I remember that
I
vaguely.
still send
now.
e-cards. I love them.
Yeah, there's e-cards. I don't know. I think I've sent like probably less than 5 in my lifetime, but yeah.
Yeah.
I remember seeing them a lot during that time.
Save trees.
So I wonder if it's improved now.
I think it's just all
People do that.
it's all Instagram or whatever. So you just
Yeah. For me, there's something special about like actual physical cards because I still have cards when I turned like 18. And,
yes, I keep them as well.
It's like a memory box sort of thing. It's very sentimental, and it's always sort of nice keeping those.
Like books. I don't have an e-reader. I really like pages. Like I like books
Same here.
instead of. But a lot of my friends just don't. I had like a bunch of bookmarks that I wanted to give away.
I got a Kindle agora para
Yeah.
experimentar, mas por causa disto que não consigo comprar livros.
Yeah. That's
então,
smart.
Só para experimentar.
Although if you do order on a particular place, that,
tu podes ter as duas
sounds
versões?
like the place in Brazil, you can get tax that you don't pay for books, importation of books and mas.
Oh.
You don't, it's books.
Mas acho que não os de língua inglesa. Acho que só português.
Ah, yeah?
Porque é considerado material para educação. Se é inglês, I don't think so. But I'm not really sure.
But English is knowledge, man. People learn English.
But
here.
I'm not really sure.
Ah, yeah?
Então,
Someone knows
yeah.
in the comments.
Give us a call.
Give us a call. We're working on that, by the way. Sounds funny now.
What sounds do you have that? I'm seeing all these colorful. There's a fun, and then
no, we have lots of sounds. Like we have to keep the listeners like in.
Engaged.
We have the bula sound. Because that's our trademark. When we're sorry about things.
Desculpa lá muito.
when especially with Rocher, we had a lot of conspiracies going. So we had to make sure that everyone sort of is aware that this is a conspiracy.
Oh my
Not
God!
saying it's
Please,
true.
you need to invite our drummer Migs. He's conspirador, conspiração,
We'll have a
like
special episode
Maximus.
just for him.
Just that, and he just be playing that in the background nonstop.
Played in the intro.
Yeah. He's the one. He'd be good. He'd be good with all that.
And you're also have like your own show.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I actually wanted to talk to you about that.
Yes.
Eu já vi vários episódios.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, I like it.
Are you the 20th of you?
No, he doesn't have social media, but you know,
No, on
YouTube.
But isn't YouTube sort of
Nah,
like
come
social
on.
media? in a
Agora
way?
tudo é social media.
Kind of. You're in it. You're in it. Yes, I have. It's called In the Kitchen with Zasej Neto. That's a brand. That's okay to say.
Loves the Sage Net.
They do really cool stuff, and they bring artists. Some are known, some are not, which I like.
Which is nice.
Mixing it up, and we usually do it in the kitchen, na cozinha de Zasej Neto. Mas com Covid, não sei o quê, eu decidi, ok, vamos lá tentar fazer em casa. Então a pessoa grava. Fazemos um Zoom e eles gravam com o celular em casa deles. Eu gravo com o meu celular porque a qualidade é melhor.
Exactly.
E mandamos para o Aires da Papila e ele faz a edição, and then that's what we do. And it actually has been working out really well.
Yeah.
Most of the people have like okay cell phones.
Yeah. These days.
But it's like you have to adapt, and I've kind of had to. My friend had to lend me like lighting, and I had ring. It's not the ring, it's actually the umbrella, like the umbrella light thing. Like Iria she's a photographer, so she lent me this stuff. And I feel like super profesh. But
because it's like that also will also engage. So what I'm getting to is that a lot of people have also been asking us to do a video format for this podcast. But, you have to, it's not just cameras you got to think of. It's lighting.
Everything.
It's,
it's also a podcast. Just leave it where it is.
And I feel it's the same way with shows that you create for like, YouTube. Is that you're going to engage with users depending on how good the quality is. So the quality of lighting, the quality of the cameras you're using, quality of sound, all of these things that have to all play together to create this amazing content.
It's really
Otherwise,
important.
Once you haven't got them for that first 10 seconds or whatever it is, then,
They don't. And we struggled a lot in the beginning with the sound. That's the first thing people complain about. The sound is bad. It's like, which means that by the first minute, they're gone.
Yeah.
It's weird how these things that you do. So, but you like the artist. Why wouldn't you just keep listening? It's like, it's just, I can't. It's not good enough. And they're longer than normal interviews. They're about 10 minutes, which for people is like an eternity. It's too long.
Imagina os complaints nós temos com podcast de 2 horas.
But we were actually talking about. Nós estamos a falar. You know what? Nós estamos a falar disso antes, guys. And like, it is a behavior change that needs to happen. Like, you just need to know that this is a podcast, and podcast can run for however long you want. Se tu queres mesmo conhecer a pessoa que está a ser entrevistada ou estás interessada no tópico or whatever,
conversa.
You will keep. I love podcasts, and I always listen to them when I'm doing other things. So, convém que seja mais long so I can finish my dishes, so that I can finish cleaning or whatever. Because it's such a nice thing to have while I'm doing something else. Video, you have to watch. You have to sit and watch. And that's a whole other mais megas. And then and you have to like
mais megas.
Mais megas. So that could be the tagline of this interview. Mais megas.
Mais megas. I agree 100% with you.
Acho que também depende. Por exemplo, eu pessoalmente eu ouço podcasts gigantes de 3 horas.
3 horas,
Mas também ouço podcasts de 10, 15, 20 minutos. Depende de como é que eu estou, quanto tempo é que eu tenho, o que é que eu estou a fazer.
O que é que queres
ouvir?
What do you feel like?
Não é? Tipo, eu posso não querer ouvir esta conversa agora, mas maybe later I will.
Um bocadinho.
Agora tem, por exemplo, The Economics, tem um tópico nice que eu quero ouvir. Cenas assim do género. That's the thing. Tu não precisas de ser tão binary. Tipo, eu ouço só podcast de 2 horas, eu só quero podcast que tem tópicos de 10 minutos. Tipo, you don't need to. Tu podes ouvir tudo. As long as you have time, ouves tudo da mesma maneira que tu vês filmes de todos os genres, ouves música diferente. São mediums e art formats que vais curtindo, né? Tipo, eu mesmo eu não percebo nada de arte, mas foi uma exposição também que tinha várias cenas em 3D, cenas antigas, cenas mais recentes, tipo Andy Warhol e aqueles
modernos.
Mais modernos. Eu não sei os nomes das cenas, I have no idea. Mas e em todos os setores que eu passei no museu, tipo, houveram cenas que eu gramei. E eram todas completamente diferentes. E acho que como estava a dizer, em podcast, música, filmes, tu podes fazer isso.
Yeah, you
Depende muito de
find
como é que
it.
tu estás. How do you feel? Like,
Mas as pessoas têm que
naquele dia.
saber que
What are
this
they
is
getting into?
different. Yeah. Não é uma entrevista normal. Be ready. That's
like TV interviews.
Yeah, sound bites. That's the word I was like.
Sound
It's not
bites,
something
yeah,
where you
sorry.
get sound
Sound
bites. É
bites,
mesmo uma conversa. E para mim, eu gosto, porque eu gosto de entrevistas, like late night shows e não sei o quê. Então, tu
You know
vês
that's all fake, right?
Yeah, of course. And you watch the artist.
Like wrestling?
Kinda.
So you watch. Wait, wrestling's not real. So you watch the interviews with a celebrity that you like, but then I'm like, but that wasn't. I want to know like a little bit more. E eu prefiro as conversas que eles têm nos podcasts do que entrevistas like on TV, even though they look nice and whatever. Like I want to hear what they think about, I don't know, burgers. Like I want to know all the other stuff.
It depends on the format, and like Marcy was saying, it depends how you feel and all of that. And I'm sure a lot of people are like me, that like it just depends on what you feel like at that moment.
Yeah.
You know, at that moment you might want to listen to the talk show type of interview.
Yes.
Another moment you might feel like you want to listen to something that is like 3 hours of someone talking about a particular topic or different experts or whatever it is. Or like even like there's some podcasts that they do it really well, where they have like it's like you're listening to a movie. You know, and there's this like character and everything, and they have like voice over artists and all of that. And it's engaging.
Yeah.
Right?
That's all that you want.
That's all that you
Entertainment.
want.
You want entertainment. If you're entertained, then it's a good job.
Yeah, and then you use your imagination. So instead of, you can be driving. That's what I love about
those
podcasts.
Are great.
You can be driving long trips or whatever it is. I always listen to podcasts when I'm in the car. Dishes. Yeah, clothes.
Boring chores, no?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
I have
the only time is probably when I'm in the gym. I like, it's music.
Yeah, no, for
that
sure.
gets you going.
Yeah, you
sort of
need
thing.
music. But
Pump those muscles.
Rick Ross, Every day I'm hustling.
Podcasting. Pum, pum, pum.
Yeah, exactly.
Mas vocês já estão continuam a fazer no 16 Neto, in the kitchen. Continua, still rolling.
Yeah, não, estamos a fazer. It's hard because there's a lot of content right now being produced, like a lot of lives. Chega tipo 18 horas às
Quando todo mundo voltou do job.
18. Yeah.
Quando os artistas saíram do job.
Like os artistas. Like everyone is just online. So it's actually now, I feel like there's more competition to get people's attention, for people to go onto your channel, because everyone is making content, a lot more content now. So
I have a bit of a thing that I'm going to mention about that. And I think that it's all noise. Everything is noise, even your own stuff. It's all noise going into this, and obviously for people's attention, it depends on what, again, what you feel like, what, and so forth. But I think that it's the same rules apply. So when I mean that the same rules apply, it is down to the survival of the fittest, meaning that you have to be consistent.
Yeah.
Meaning that if you're consistent, people will notice that and people will start paying attention to you.
Yeah.
Because yes, I agree, right now there's a lot of digital, the forces have, gone to digital, and we're used to this digital age right now. But there will be a point where we'll start going out again. There will be a point where, concerts will start happening. There will be a point where restaurants will start getting full at whatever capacity it's going to be.
Yep.
And people will start getting busy, like busy in that sense, right? And the question is, the people or companies that started doing all these digital content, assets, whatever you want to call them, are you going to continue doing them, or is this just a phase?
Yeah.
That for me is the question.
And
that's what I'm excited to see.
Still be relevant, like who you still gonna want to watch and listen to.
That's the exciting part for me, because we're only halfway through this year.
God,
just over halfway.
August.
And we don't know what's gonna happen next month, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing. For me, it's just about, if anyone out there is listening or wanting to start something, it's for me, it's the word I use is consistency.
And keep it, keep it going. That
And I've
sounds
been
like
saying
a
that
quote.
you're and we've been watching because like you're doing that as well with 16 Neto, 6 Neto, is constantly launching episodes. You know?
We have to keep going.
And even pre-COVID.
We've been doing it.
So,
and the reason why because we still have the concert, so now we've moved into lives.
Yeah.
And so I didn't want to stop, but I also didn't want to still have the presenciais, like entrevistas presenciais. But I was like, why don't we like adapt, like make it a bit different, but still continue? And actually, people have been responding really well to this format more than they did to me being in the same room with people, which is crazy because you would think, oh no, we have more lights and whatever, but people actually really enjoy the idea of you being close to your artist. Like I'm talking, tô falar contigo, tipo FaceTime.
Point
people,
of view. POV,
they really
sort of,
enjoy that. So, so we'll always keep it going. And I think now because more people have time, although it's more megas, they have nothing else to do. Não estão a gastar dinheiro nos clubs or whatever, so they're actually okay with watching. Now I'm actually gonna, I've been watching it. When did you start this? Like, we've been doing this for over a year. It's like, it's really nice. So it's nice to silver lining of this situation is that more people are paying attention. Like family members is like, it's like, when did you start this? Like, I always send you. Like I blast. I blast, and now I'm actually getting.
I love this. I love those family member comments.
Yeah,
it's like I remember this one family member who was like, who actually saw one of like the Jack's Panic sort of videos like recently. I didn't know you were in a band, or I didn't know like you're.
Wow.
I was like, yeah.
All the timing.
Well, I did at that time like send you a bunch of links and blasts and emails. Even had a newsletter. Even had a
ignore it. Straight to spam.
It's always wonderful hearing like family members that didn't know and like, oh yeah.
So I was like, thank you for sending me this. This is so nice. Like, this is probably like the 40th video that you've received. Mas agora tens tempo. Não tá fazendo nada. So now they watch, which is, I don't care. As long as people are watching, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
And the fact that people are getting to know new artists. And what I like about the stage nights is that they also do theater. And now I think we're going to have dance as well. And we had like puppets. We had one with puppets. Yeah. Shtirani and Rita did puppets. So it was like for kids.
I saw that one.
Yeah. And so like I like that they're taking, man, I just wish they had more funding because and the team is so young and they're like really trying to do new things.
I think that's coming. And for anyone, that's starting something out, again, it's just about consistency and consistency. Trust me, people, no matter what, people might have 50 views or whatever it is during a time, or like 30 views and whatever it is. The thing is, consistency is something that we all, no matter what, whatever class, wherever we're from or whatever, you can always tell that like, all right, if these guys are putting in the work and doing this like
it must be
every week or once a month or whatever the frequency is that is relevant to their production and so forth, the money will find you.
Yes.
I kid you not. The money will find you. All that stuff, all these things, all this growth and so forth, it will find you.
No, that
CD is a good example of this.
And that sounded like a quote. Just by the way, that was a quote. I'm looking at Marcio. What he said fits great on an Instagram post.
Does that pass your quote censor?
Just say.
That felt real.
Hashtag just saying. It wasn't toxic at all.
It's true though, because I feel like a lot of people give up. And a lot of people give up so quickly.
Views.
Mas lá se tu fores olhar, tu fores ver mesmo quem tu conheceres que, por exemplo, o pessoal que começou no fashion, começou a fazer roupas ou bolsas, whatever, começaram há muitos anos, hoje são a referência em Moçambique. Se tu fores ver bandas que começaram também, é por isso que eu estava a dizer que o CD é um bom exemplo disso, do culminar do vosso trabalho todo está aí em cima da mesa num CD. Tu percebes que foi aquele trabalho todo, vocês começarem na vossa garagem, ninguém vos conhecia, não tinham músicas, não tinham nada, não tinham vídeos, e foi esse evoluir todo. Há quantos anos é que vocês existem?
Eu entrei em 2012, mas eles estão juntos desde 2009.
2009, vê lá. Então isso são 11 anos.
Yeah.
11 anos. That's a shit.
long time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a long time. E todo esse trabalho vai mostra frutos, mas o problema também é que as pessoas querem que seja tudo de hoje para amanhã. Agora.
E isso, going back to your point about social media. Look at you, bringing it back. Full loop. But yeah, social media makes you want to rush things, and they don't get that person that has 2-3 million views started years ago, before even Instagram existed. They were already making content, and they were the first people on Instagram making that content, struggling, getting 2 likes, and like, man, what do I gotta do? Okay, maybe if I do this, studying this stuff, working to get to where they're. Mas não, agora, people are like, no, it has to be now, because you do have those cases that do get instant fame, like especially like the comedians and stuff. They do like one funny video or one funny post that gets that's on WhatsApp or whatever. Yeah, so then they think, oh, that's what I need to do. The girls as well, like, okay, this person, they put these sexy pictures, I'm gonna get a million likes, so I'm gonna, like, that's not, there's work that goes behind being whatever kind of influencer, if that's what you want to be. And people don't want to put in the work. Consistency is hard.
Tu achas que nós temos influencers
bem
cá?
Mesmo.
Temos influencers cá. Mas eu não sei, sabes? Eu para mim, age a rir. Eu para mim,
Careful now.
if you want to be an influencer, primeiro tu não tens de chamar de influencer.
Yeah.
If you call yourself an influencer, you're not an influencer.
Okay.
People will call you that. But tu, para mim, my point of view, para seres influencer, you have to be good at something. You can't make a career out of being an influencer.
I agree with that, yeah. Go on.
Que tu és influencer, tipo, okay, what am I gonna do? Eu vou ser influencer. No, it doesn't work like that.
Right,
tu seres muito bom a fazer whatever you do. Se tu és expert numa arte qualquer, whatever craft it is, then people start following you por causa daquilo, and then people will listen to your comments or will listen to your opinion.
Absolutely.
E aí é que tu vais estar a influenciar as pessoas.
E muitas pessoas não percebem isso.
There's this amazing sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
But it's basically what you're saying. There's this amazing, because I saw this last night, and there's this amazing lady. Her name is Dot Lung. She's like a strategist, social media strategist.
Oh yeah, I get her sponsors on my Instagram. Yeah.
She's the mother of social dragons, is what she goes by. And she was saying that like, stop trying to be an influencer seriously.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about your matcha latte post. And why? If you're trying to sell and monetize and create a business, you need an entrepreneurial mindset, not an influencer mindset. So influencers, they create content to share their life, make up hobbies, habits, and create content based on what they feel like sharing. Audience growth is an influencer's main focus. Sales is a byproduct. Impact is wide versus deep. While entrepreneurs, we create content to share value, heal pain points, create compelling future visions, and create content based on what the ideal client needs to hear. Sales is the main focus. Audience growth is a byproduct.
Yep.
So,
you have to have a skill.
Para voltar a uma conversa que nós estávamos a ter também, que é que tu podes ter 5,000 followers, 50,000 followers, 5 milhões de followers, mas se tens 2 likes, é porque tu não estás engaging. É porque aquela gente toda que está-te a seguir, ninguém quer saber o que tu estás a fazer. So you're not really an influencer. Não é o número de followers que tu tens.
É o engagement.
É o engagement.
Tu estás a influenciar.
Exatamente.
Que uma marca veio para ti.
Então, as pessoas de cá que se chamam de influencers themselves, que põem nas biografias deles que são influencers, I don't think they are. Or maybe they don't know what that means.
They are, but they don't necessarily need to write it, because I know people that put it more because that's what the brands, if the brands see that on their page, then they'll be like, oh, so they're open to partnerships.
Mas mesmo brand, mesmo se tu és alguém que quer, brand que quer contratar influencer, quote unquote, tu goes back to the engagement. Tu queres saber o que é que aquela pessoa, não é só o número de followers, o que é que aquela pessoa consegue movimentar. Por exemplo, tu vês uma das pessoas que para mim cá é influencer, but he doesn't call himself an influencer, é o Daigo.
gosh,
Estás a ver?
yes.
Daigo para mim é um
Big time,
influencer. Para
big
mim
time.
ele é alguém que movimenta as massas.
And
the
people love engaging
Yeah.
with him. He can sell whatever. People will be on it.
Exatamente.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's a music artist and
Mas,
popular figure.
mas exatamente
He's not.
como
He
ele
doesn't call
estava a
himself an
dizer,
influencer. Yeah.
a influência dele é um byproduct.
Yes. Absolutely.
Exactly.
How
He has
good
other
is.
skills.
O que
He's
que ele
very
faz.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's a great presenter, like a
Yeah.
host, like TV, amazing. And he's been doing that.
And then again,
he's a
já há
performer.
anos que está a
É
fazer
music.
isso.
Yeah.
For
Ele
years.
não
yeah.
começou agora.
Exactly.
And
Não começou
people
agora.
think, it's
And he
so
struggled
easy.
too. It wasn't
Bang.
overnight.
I've known him for a long time. Actually, I think the same time I met you, Mas, it was the same time I met Daigo. Like when we were at
It's possible.
Uplands and all that. When we were at Uplands and you would come and like party, whatever, that's when I met all those
Marcia
guys.
has a
And
very
he-
interesting past.
Então, não é isso. Então, epá, eu também tenho maninhas críticas acerca disso. Foi por isso também desliguei-me um bocado desse barulho
It can
todo.
be very toxic if you're not,
Yeah,
and
então,
you
if you're not a
have to-
strong-minded person.
No, but if you're not a strong-minded person, leave social media. No, but it can be so tough, and it doesn't help with your mindset. Like I was talking to a friend about filters. I don't know. We should tell him on
Yeah.
Instagram when you take pictures. There's filters that you put to make yourself look different, and we gotta teach him. He doesn't know.
Yeah, it's true.
And
There's
so
new ones.
There's with butterflies, whatever. And so now for girls, and I guess guys too, but for girls, there's ones that really shift your face. Like it looks different. It looks like your cheekbones. They like amplify your lips, your cheekbones, your eyes, like makeup. So now you see that a lot of girls are actually rarely use the natural no filter, like the hashtag no filter, and they put all of these filters on to make themselves look more quote unquote beautiful. So that's also starting to warp your idea of who you are. I can't post my picture or my video without that filter because I don't look that good. So I need to put this filter. So that's like another thing that's like another layer of the damaging toxicity of social media. Like, is that smart? Should we just like not have those
Well,
filters?
now they
that
can get
it's-
away with it because everyone's wearing masks, right? So if you meet them in person, you
You're
already
just
know.
like, oh, okay, this is what you like. But it's really bad.
Yeah,
like
it's
it
bad.
really, you look. I'll show you after. You look like a completely. And now I know girls that will not post anything or even if it's like hola tudo bem, they won't post anything unless there's some kind of a filter because they look at them just like, oh, I don't look that nice. Let me put a filter here, and that's bad. It's warping your ideas. Like this is what I should look like. I'm not okay with what I look like. This is what I should look like, and that's bad.
And what's bad is that like Instagram or these, companies or whatever can tomorrow decide to take that filter out. And then what happens?
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm
there
done.
goes your identity.
And there was like a threat that they were gonna take out likes. Do you remember? Oh, no, you. But
No,
Yeah, but didn't they in some places? Or
I don't know. I
I
haven't
think in
in
some,
Australia-
I think in
Australia
some
tinham tirado
places
isso.
they're out, but in others they're still in.
Yeah, like
I think
that
it's- yeah.
for multi quote unquote influencers. That's huge because that's part of. But then it's also. It could be good because then you're not comparing because there's a lot of this comparing myself. I only got 5 likes for my booty shot. And then that girl got 20. I need to show more ass. I need to show more, because.
Well, girls, there's OnlyFans for that now.
Yeah.
You can show booty on there and get paid for it.
OnlyFans existe há quanto tempo? Do you know
I have no
OnlyFans?
idea.
Which one?
OnlyFans. OnlyFans é um website. Ha, ha.
Now you know things. Teach me. Tell me, bro. Tell me.
This is not social media anymore. No, I'm joking. Yeah, go for it.
OnlyFans é um website onde acho que a maior parte devem ser mulheres que usam.
Well,
Guys
guess.
have
I don't know.
booties.
I'd say. I mean, we had this conversation last time that with KK and Filipa that OnlyFans is like I didn't know this. I actually thought it was just a place where girls could put their nudes and actually sell them, but actually it's not. A lot of people use it, like DJs use it to sell mixes,
Okay.
personal trainers as well
Eu
to
pensei
sell.
que fosse só relacionado com
No,
porn.
no.
Oh, it's a
No, it's
platform
not. I thought
for
it
selling
was.
nudes. Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was, but actually, a lot of people use it to sell like fitness programs, like all these different because you can put video and photos on it.
Yeah.
And yeah,
It's
obviously,
like Amazon.
Yeah.
For booty.
So, yeah, I mean, there's also others. There's Patreon as well. Patreon is also another one that is...
Olha,
Yeah.
ver? Afinal, eu não
where
sabia
you
bem o que era
I don't
OnlyFans.
where you can support your
Então,
creators.
OnlyFans é uma versão de Patreon.
Yeah.
Como se fosse...
It's like
okay.
another... Yeah.
But
Alright.
mostly used by girls' booty shots.
Adult entertainment stars and also amateurs. And, you know, I'm using the right terminologies
That's very
here.
good. Well done.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful.
Não ofender ninguém.
Porn.
Yes. Yes, adult entertainment professionals are also on there, and but I only recently knew that DJs and you know, personal trainers
also.
and cooks and all these different people that can share sort of recipes, actually show you how to make it, can earn some money.
But if it's got
if
that
it's $10, $15,
if it's known for kind of adult entertainment things,
it has that. Yeah, obviously it has that.
I don't know
that
if I would
connotation to it.
I don't know if I would put my recipes on the same page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No judgment, but actually judgment. I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would be comfortable like my recipe next to booty shots.
Well, you'll get a lot of clicks because people will be like, "Oh,
by
she's
accident.
got an OnlyFans. Let's go
Yes,
and click on it."
yes.
You know, and then you get lots of like, and then they'll be disappointed when they see like your cookies and
With the turtleneck.
Mas tu cozinhas or was that just an example?
No. I mean, I cook, but not like make videos. That's which is funny because in the kitchen, a lot of people expect me to be cooking, but I'm not cooking on TV. I'm just talking to people in a kitchen.
But I actually, you know what's funny? The first time I saw in the kitchen is that like I actually did not expect to see any food. The reason I say this is because in my mother's house, even my mother-in-law's house, it's where we have a lot of our conversations in the kitchen.
The kitchen, yeah.
So that's what I related
That's
to. And
where
I'm
you
sure,
hang.
Yeah,
Like
that's where you hang. That's where you talk.
When I had like some roommates, when I first moved back to Mozambique in 2011, we had an apartment with a huge kitchen, and anytime they loved having parties, and anytime we would have parties, everybody would just stay in the kitchen. That's where you mix the drinks.
You make
That's
the drinks,
so you just stay there.
Serve the chips.
And also like the idea of like cooking up a conversation and
yeah.
And it's a very, how can I say, it's a non-threatening setting.
Yeah.
Like a living room is very like, this is where conversations happen. You know, a bedroom has other things. And so like a kitchen is more like descontraído, you know, you're like, relax. Vamos fazer chá, vamos bater papo.
It's like you're doing something as well.
Yeah.
It's like there's you can make a drink, you can cook
Anything.
something, you can, you know.
You're comfortable.
Yeah, isso é uma das cenas que assusta. Já tivemos pessoal aqui um bocado mais assustado. Quando tu te sentas, quando tens este setup que nós temos aqui, tu sentas, tens a mic, tens your headsets.
Yeah.
Now, talk.
Yes. And now we have here,
Talk.
people
Say
get
something interesting, please.
And one thing, it's like one thing that I like.
Fuck.
Yeah. Again, the mics are. This is very nice production here, so it's like intimidating at first, but after all, it's fine. I think one of the things that I kept saying to the team is that we have to be standing, and I'm like, Reg, why don't we just like have a couch or whatever? It's like, no interviews are done standing. I want us to be standing just to create a different dynamic.
Yeah.
And also you're more.
It's like radio then.
Yeah, it's more
some
informal.
radios actually standing.
Yeah,
Oh,
mais
yeah?
informal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
É
there's
mais
a lot of
informal.
radios, yeah.
Tu bates papo em pé is different than bater papo. Vamos just sentar. Vamos sentar. So it's a little bit. So I like the idea of also being standing and visually being a bit different. And I don't know. Maybe I hope that people will dance. I don't know. But like
Yeah, but maybe something you should look into. There's a couple of radio stations
like
that
the
do it standing up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and
I've
actually
never seen that.
the hosts, actually the DJs, actually prefer it that way, of them standing, and they have obviously like, you know, your mic stand and all of that. Like,
yes, I think I have. Like
even
in
if
the
you
States.
check out, even if you check out Zane Lowe, who's like on Apple Music, his ones he's always standing.
Aquele estúdio é bonito.
Yeah.
And that's like the creme de la creme. You know? That's like a sheesh. Yeah.
I think I've seen like, I don't know if it's Hot 97 or something like that, where their guests are standing. It creates a different vibe. It's different.
It does.
I like that.
It's actually a nice, and obviously they have like, especially the ones, I know BBC as well, because they have like rappers that come in and do like freestyles and all of that. And if you're a rapper, I think it's different if you're sitting down and rapping than when you're standing up and you can really express yourself.
Yeah, the energy is different.
Como é que funciona a rádio cá, falando em rádio? Por exemplo, vocês, Grandma, vocês é que tiveram que ir lá mostrar o vosso CD, a vossa
Não.
música.
E tu tens que ir lá para a rádio.
É? Não há ninguém, eles não têm scouts, não têm...
Tipo payola. Oh, sorry. So payola. We definitely don't have that here.
What's
Well,
payola?
like a mobile radio.
The payola is, for example, in South Africa, you have it, and also other places in the world where you basically pay the radio to play music.
Oh, wow.
That
Yeah,
does
people-
exist.
I think
Whoever
people-
thought that didn't exist?
People do that here too.
It
That's-
actually exists.
that's
People do that
actually-
here?
I mean,
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay,
but
I
deve
didn't know- I didn't know
pagar
we
os
had that.
DJs, né?
I don't know. we
yeah,
had that.
it's not enough. I think this seems like it's official. But
Yeah,
I've heard of
it's like-
people
it's like-
paying radio stations to
Mas como é
to
que
get their
funciona
music.
cá, por exemplo?
Então,
Up
yeah.
and coming artists querem ter a música
He
deles na
wants to know
rádio.
how it works, Regina.
Yeah.
You know what? I think this is a really important question because a lot of new artists think that it's very hard to get onto TV and radio.
Yeah.
It's not.
No, it's not.
It's
I agree.
not. They always want content and they will, if you physically just go up to them, show them what you're doing. And if they think it's good enough, which most of it actually, if you're at that stage where you want to show, it's because you've been working really hard.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And so it's usually okay. It may not be like amazing, but if it's okay, they've had non-okay things on TV and radio. They're
That's true.
looking.
That is so true.
they're usually, and so they call Regina, eu vi naquele programa, como é que eu faço? It's like, just go there. And actually, that's the same with radio or TV. I give them contacts because sometimes you do calling it's better before and you can send WhatsApp.
So you call people.
You can, but you can also go there. Bater a porta. The place is not locked. STV and TVMs and whatever, you can just go.
That's true. Actually.
And ask to speak to a producer or something. It's like, olha, eu tenho esta música. And then you can show them, like, okay, temos espaço, assim, and you go. It's actually not that hard. And then once you get more quote unquote fame, I don't like that word, but once you get a bit more fame, they call you. It's like, temos programa, queremos saber se podes, like you guys called. It's like, hey, are you available? But you can actually
you're
go
famous.
there.
That's why they called you.
No, I know you guys. So
You
that's
should have called the
it's actually
manager. Yeah. Próxima vez vamos fazer isso.
my
Yeah.
manager. Me. It's
Call
me.
your manager.
Me, I'm a manager. But yeah, so yeah, you just you go yourself to the radio. We've never paid for our songs to get played,
Don't need to.
but some people do, and it does help. You get a lot of play,
Yeah.
My
a
thing is
lot more.
my thing is like and someone that I've been wanting to get on Kubhula is Paulo Shibanga.
He's the best. You need to get him.
I will been chasing him down in a good way.
Stalking.
He's family, man. He's a busy guy.
Yeah, he is.
I think that that would make sense for me. People paying to play on the radio if we had a royalty system in here.
He will
Then
definitely.
that would make sense to me.
He's the one to talk
Because
about that,
it's
yeah.
like, yeah, all right, my song is getting played again and again. People look. I think that in Mozambique, radio is a very powerful tool.
Eu
It still
ia dizer
is
isso
going
mesmo.
to
Como é que as
be.
pessoas vão ficar famous, quote unquote, se não for na rádio?
Yeah.
E na
E
televisão
rádio
cá.
é nacional.
Rádio
Chega muito mais longe
muito
que a
powerful neste
televisão,
país.
não?
Very, very powerful in Mozambique. And then I'm not even talking about like the community radios, the community radios where it's not even
Yeah.
Portuguese.
No,
I'm even talking about those radios
No,
as well.
in my
Like, it's so-
development work, like community radio is the way. Like if you want to do any campaign for like sexual reproductive health and rights, gender equality, whatever, it's like, hey, community radios. Are you putting anything there? Because if you're not, you don't exist.
Yeah,
Like you
don't
have
exist.
to go there.
Mhm.
And
It's
yeah.
like the big radio stations are almost like the commercial stations.
Yeah.
Just like, you would get like your CNNs and your BBCs and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot that are like in that sort of, from a Moz context, are in that level.
Yeah.
And then you get people that, are like, yeah, but it's controlled by government. We're not getting are they really lying to us?
Yeah,
Are they,
we
you
have
get all
Paulo.
these.
You should get Paulo because we do have a royalty. I'm not gonna call it a system, a thing. We have so much.
Yes, I do know about it.
And so you do,
We spoke to El Puto about that as well. Episode 18, people, whoever's listening.
check it out. That's his.
We try not to, I try not to abuse it. I've been told not to abuse it by my fellow partners here because, I don't know, no listeners have complained thus far, but it does get irritating.
Not me. I like it. So anytime you say El Puto, just go. So we have that and you make payment. But I don't think it's actually working the way it's supposed to be because we end up paying them more than they're paying us because it's supposed to pay us the royalties.
It's going to take some time.
Ok, vocês têm que pagar membership.
Yeah, mas normalmente our music is being played on the radio, but we're not getting any of the royalties yet because it's still like the system. It's still not great. But Paulo, I think, is working a lot on that. And he's the best person to talk about that. And he has a lot of like digital platform stuff. And the band actually is it's Modigi. We're actually on with them, and it's helped a lot. But what's the benefits are not coming from the Mozambican like royalty system. It's mostly abroad because it's still not there.
Yeah,
it's desirable. Again, so PC. It leaves a lot to be desired.
And I guess that back to the whole like, so they call it payola, right? So payola is like you paying to get your song.
Is it legal? Or you're saying it like it's like
it's something that it's funny. It's one of those things that it's part of the system, if I call it that.
Much
it's
like not
it's
admitting.
But not like admitting. But it's one of those things that like it's like this. The official term is actually radio plugging. So radio plug. So for example, in the States, in the UK, which are markets that are highly developed, you get radio pluggers. These are people that, you pay and, their job is to, they have the relationship with the radios and the community radios and and they put you on a playlist with the Spotifys, with the whoever.
So they're the gatekeepers.
Yeah. So
that sucks. I mean,
but if you think about it, that's how.
Mas também criam certo filtro de quem está really serious about it.
But then, like, what if you don't have money?
But if you don't have money, you should have quality and be good enough. But
exactly.
But if you don't have money, and you don't have quality,
No. You can. So that was I was gonna say.
Dude, seriously?
You shouldn't be there. That's fine. But if you have sometimes, so my thing is like, if money is what you need to get yourself played the most, you can have quality, but if you don't have money, you're not going to be able to get yourself on the list.
About getting viewed. My view on that is that obviously it sucks right now with this COVID times, but if it would be my number one advice to anyone starting out is just play shows and play as many shows as you freaking can.
Yeah.
Because there you're not paying anyone to play. Yes, you're not going to get paid if you're starting out. And
you never
if you're listening to this and starting out, you're not going to get paid for your first gig, second, third, fourth. You're not going to get paid. Forget about it. And you shouldn't get paid.
Yeah.
It's about starting to you're starting your journey, right? And in starting your journey, you're obviously then building like your fan base. People are going to hear your music. I mean, same with you guys, with Grandma, I remember you guys starting out and, finding your fan base.
Yeah.
Like your fan base, these are people that naturally will be attracted to you guys.
Outside of your friends.
Outside of your friends, exactly.
And that takes a while.
But to do that, you've got to play live.
And expose, like it's the televisões and radios, you need to go all the time. And that's how you get people to know who you are. Televisão is so powerful. The same with radio. Televisão, going to these shows, programas de matinais, like the manhãs, não sei o quê.
Atrações.
É por isso que eu acho também que, inicialmente, para qualquer tipo de arte, tens de fazer for the love of it. I know it sounds cliché, but you have to do it for the love of it.
100%.
E não pensar em dinheiro. Because if you start...
fama.
Se começares a pensar no dinheiro e na fama, right off the bat...
And a lot of artists do that.
And my view on that is that like 100% you got to do it for the love. But there's also, let's be honest, there's also people that have money. Right? And certain artists that have a backing, Yes. And we've seen them appear and we've seen them disappear.
You can tell me who you're talking about now. I know you got some names.
No, say it now.
No, actually, it's funny. Like,
give us some context.
Give you some context. No, I'm not going to mention any names. But you know which type of artist I'm talking about. The certain type that is of a particular dog. But anyways, so there's these artists that are backed. So what I mean by backed, it's either like a record label that's put thousands of millions of currency into a particular artist, and they're very well polished. Like when they perform, they have fireworks and like all of this stuff and blah 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 blah. And I think what is my biggest sort of like grinds my gears is that there's a lot of kids starting out that think that that's the route and that's the life and that's the if I'm not seeing any of that, of like the cars and the nice clothes and whatever, then I'm not successful. Success is exactly that. And that's where like that's what really grinds my gears, because I feel that like there's so much and so many levels that you can unlock in terms of, and I keep coming back to like the roles that exist in like music industry, is that like not everyone is built to be an artist. And that's the truth. Not everyone's going to be Beyonce.
Like a performer. Not everyone is a performer.
Someone could be the most amazing artist manager.
Yeah. Or writer.
Songwriter.
Yeah. Instruments.
Roadie. Someone could be so good at, wanting to just, be there and being, organizing your cables, organizing your schedule, your technical writer, your, working with your engineer. Some people are built and born, to be promoters.
Yeah.
Some people are good at being promoters.
Yeah.
I know tons of guys that are like amazing promoters.
They love music.
But when they played an instrument, they sucked completely, but they are amazing promoters today. And for me, it's like people got to know about these different roles. You can have a career in the music industry.
And it doesn't have to be you being in the spotlight.
Exactly.
Yeah. We need more managers. Apelo, guys.
And not only managers, we need good managers.
And agents, good managers and agents. It's so hard to find.
Because even in South Africa, and there are lots of managers, but a lot of them are not like, there's only a handful that are really good.
Yeah.
And then there's others that are like
agents. Most of them are actually agents.
Conning artists.
Yeah, they just get
conning artists.
Yeah. Oh.
It's true. It's true. And there's a lot of them out there that don't have the right intentions. Let me put it that way. For a young guy sort of starting out.
Yeah.
That identify that has talent, and then,
the using. That's like, I think, and a lot, like I was saying, a lot of them are agents. Making bookings is not managing. Like, there's a lot more that goes into managing.
There's booking agents who are, again, like brilliant at what they do.
Yeah, and that's all they do.
That's all they do.
Get my share, book, get my share. That's not a manager. Manager like thinks about your whole brand as an artist and what your next steps should be, what's your yearly plan, where you should record, how you should do, what's your image, all that stuff. And we have very few people that understand that. And you need to know the music industry.
And even you as a manager yourself, you have to also ask the question, is this artist worth being my kid? Because that's it. You're adopting a kid.
Yeah.
You're adopting a child. That's what you're doing.
It's a lot of it is babysitting.
Yeah, a lot of it is emotional. A lot of it is taking the artist through those steps.
Yeah.
You've got to also ask yourself the question.
Tu separas da Regina artista da Regina pessoa?
Bem mesmo. Yeah. Like, it's totally different. Like I was saying, even my social media personality or whatever, people don't know anything about my personal life. Like, that's not, and that's, but in terms of like,
how is that for you? Like, do you find it easy
to separate?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't post anything about my personal life
on Instagram.
You need to know what I drank or what I ate for breakfast or whatever. I don't. Yeah. It's because it's not where I'm trying to go. I'm not like influencer, like content. Like, that's not what I'm trying. Like I said, if I was not an artist, I would not even be. I'm very, very private about like what I'm doing in my life. So yeah, no, it's different, I think. Even on stage, people that know me day to day and then see me on stage are like, Reg.
Yeah.
Who was that person? Like, eu nem sabia. What? Eu nem sabia. Afinal, like, also you're much shorter. Like, I thought you were bigger. Like, all that stuff. But yeah, no, I think it's completely different. I'm a nice person, both. I mean, it's not like, what is it, like Beyonce had Sasha Fierce. And then Beyonce, não é bem assim. But like, in terms of
Daniel Glover, Childish Gambino.
Yeah. But I feel like that's close together, no?
Different personas. Or it's possible. There's a lot of artists who do that and are able to sort of bring out another persona from that original.
I think that's weird. I don't know if I want to do that. I do actually. That's a good question because I do want to join those two. Because I have my other work life, like I work in development and gender equality, and then I do music, and I want to do like join. I always say this, and people are like, be careful with that. It's artivism, like trying to join that better and have those two be kind of more together. But I feel like they're very separate right now. My personality is not necessarily different. I'm still like the same person, but I feel like there's still artista ali, Reg ali, and hopefully I'll.
Because I think that's interesting for me because when I've watched you perform live, I think one of the things that I admire in what you do really well is like you can see how comfortable you are. Like even because there's a lot of people that have like a lot of stage fright, you know, and it's true. Like it's true. A lot of artists have like stage fright, and they find ways of coping of that mechanism to actually express themselves on stage. Like, do you have anything in terms of like the way that you approach like a concert stage where there's like, you know, over, you know, 100, 200, 300 people plus?
I think that's funny. Yeah, I think it's funny you're saying that because I'm not comfortable on stage.
I think you're totally natural like on stage. Like it looks like you're having a freaking good time. But maybe that's what I'm getting to is like, for example, like for me when I used to go on stage, for me it was just the one thing that made me more comfortable is preparation.
Yes.
So if we're prepared, it didn't matter if there was 100 or like 1,000 or 12,000, whatever. Your unit is prepared.
Tu também eras beast on stage, huh?
Yeah, I've never seen you live. I've only seen videos.
Com máscaras
Yeah, we used to wear masks. We used to wear masks and tights.
And tights.
And tights. Yeah, we had a sponsor and everything. Yeah. We used to do pop, man. Pop. I mean, still kind of writing some pop songs today. But that was. It's funny because like I went from being hip hop, and you know I love hip hop still today.
It's the one.
But then I actually enjoy writing pop music. Like that's what I enjoy doing.
Yeah.
Like it's it's another element.
The last stuff I saw of yours was more like pop.
Yeah.
Like the rooftop.
Yeah.
That was
exactly.
Cool.
So that was like more of like a mixing a hip hop and pop sort of vibe.
I have I want to go to the stage thing. I have a very, very serious issue. I have to pee and it's been
Go for it. We'll keep this running. Marcia and I, we're gonna play some elevator music. So that's coming up now. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. So we at the stage, stage part. We ready? Everyone ready? Okay, lights, everyone.
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Nice. And we're back. I suffer from stage fright like really, really bad. Ever since I was little. Like I need a serious therapy session for that. But ever since I was little, when my family moved from Maputo to New York, I changed, like, não falava English. It was like, and I think I was such an extroverted kid, and then I became like really closed up because just too much. It was like a shock. And then ever since then, I've been super, 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 super shy. And I don't know why. I don't know where it came from. But like speaking in public, in front of people, it's always been an issue. But the one thing that has helped is fake it. Not in a not me way, but pretend that I'm comfortable being on stage is what I've been doing. So in the beginning, I put that in my head. Like I come up with ways to engage and find things that make me more comfortable. By the third song, I am pretty comfortable. But in the beginning, it's like just a lot of fear and like little things that I do to make sure that I help. Like it helps like having some friends on like in the audience.
Eu ia perguntar isso mesmo. Vocês, quando estão no palco, vocês, is there any eye contact?
I can see everything. I even talk to you, like I'll be like, Márcio, como é que é? Like, I'll do that.
Name dropping.
Yeah. I do that.
Tens eye contact com as pessoas?
Always.
Ou tipo, tu olhas Mas ou só estás a curtir o vibe das pessoas,
Yeah,
mas
both. It helps, like looking at one or two people, even if they're not my friends, because sometimes we play outside and we don't know anyone.
yeah.
But focusing on someone that's smiling really hard, and I'll create a moment to be because I have like this one song called Royalty. It's actually on the Perfect Plan, and I say we're hey, hey. Nice, well done. And so there'll be someone that's really smiling, and then I have a thing where I say like we're all kings and queens, and then I'll look at specific people and be like, "You're a queen, right? Oh, I see you." Like that kind of interaction and like how they giggle and I encourage them to be even more like joyful and happy. It's like, "Oh, I see you dancing." That helps me because then I'm like creating a relationship, so I'm not so nervous anymore. So I have to do all these little things. I don't like talking, but you have to engage. So like I try to find ways to do it that are like comfortable. Like I like to like little jokes or like it's like, "Oh, I like your hair," or like, "What's going on here?" Like that kind of thing. But it is not comfortable at all. But when I feel like we're really prepared, it takes off some of the edge. If I feel like we não ensaiamos bem, ainda estamos a tchachar, then that makes me even more nervous.
Mas não ficas mais nervosa com as pessoas que tu conheces, que estão-te a ver, do que as pessoas que não te conhecem? Porque I would guess, tipo, se alguém me está a ver and they know me, they can judge me.
Yeah.
Se alguém que eu não conheço, tipo, I don't give a fuck.
Both. For me, it's equal nerves.
For me, it didn't matter. For me, it was just preparation.
For me, it matters a lot for both.
Estás a ver?
Yeah.
Mas eu percebo a tua cena, quando eu sei que tipo.
É a mesma coisa quando tu estás a falar com um therapist.
Yeah.
É porque tu não conheces aquela pessoa.
Yeah,
então tu
ficas mais
consegues
confortável.
falar mais à vontade porque sabes que aquela pessoa is not going to judge you.
Yeah.
Se estás a falar com alguém, tu já sabes que com alguém tu conheces.
Não, sinto.
We all have people that we talk
Absolutely.
about different things.
Yeah.
Porque tu sabes como é que esta pessoa é, eu posso falar disto com esta e daquilo com aquela.
I feel
Só
that.
pensava que on stage, tu se estás a ver alguém tu conheces, podes ficar mais. Imagina, tipo, your parents estão a ver.
Yeah.
Estás a ver? Tu
That
ficas
puts
tipo,
more pressure. Yeah.
tens essa pressão, mas tens 5,000 pessoas and you don't know them, tipo, e que nunca mais as vais ver, especially se vocês estão performing, tipo, quando vocês foram fazer o vosso tour nos States.
Yeah.
Nos States,
States e Portugal, yeah.
Não tem ninguém que conhece, então tipo, if I do well, if I don't, whatever.
It's different kind of pressure. O conhecido é porque, like if HC was like, I'm going to, I think it's happened a few times where you and like when there was MMM.
Yeah.
And some other people, it's like, yeah, esses gajos vão assistir o nosso show. Like, yeah, pressure. Porque I don't think you guys had seen.
Remember that you guys also like performed in Cape Town.
Yeah.
And,
but it's even more because it's like, have they improved and all that stuff? So, and even like your parents or your friends, there's different pressure that you feel for people that you know, and then the pressure that you feel that they don't know you, but you need to get them to like you, and that's a whole other big pressure. Yeah, it's like we need to kill it right now because we need to be called back to this festival. Because if they see that we could get these people that don't know us, we went to Ilha de Reunião, nobody knew us, and we played for so many people. Oh my gosh, it was so many people, and they were into it. So that's a whole other pressure.
And it's also great for them because like a lot of people that I've spoken to in the past and now is like, especially music listeners, like people love always this. There's this thing of like people love telling their friends or their family about this new band that they saw.
Yeah,
it's like the one thing. It's like the one conversation. It's like, have you checked these guys out? Check these guys out. You know, it's that is something that everyone sort of likes to do in terms of like their social friends. I discovered check these out and you know, because they'll like them. It's like, oh yeah, they're listening to that because I told them about
I'm
it.
the one. I told them about it. I invite to a concert or something like, you got to check these people out.
But it's also exciting for the audience because they're getting to discover a new band that they've never seen before, and especially if they impress them, it's even more of like a wow, like it's gonna stick with them.
And it's hard for us because a little bit harder. It's hard for any new artist, but it's hard because especially here we don't play like popular music. We're not playing the sounds that people are used to hearing.
E também, I'm just gonna say it.
Just a safe space.
O crowd moçambicana não parece ser a melhor crowd do mundo, sabes?
Como
I
assim?
was just gonna say it.
Careful now.
Yeah, porque eu já tive alguns. Eu sou culpado disto também.
Yeah.
Eu já tive em alguns concertos e festivais e que as pessoas estão really engaged por exemplo, são passadas, people just dancing, pessoas estão a curtir aquilo, mas se são um artista novo que ninguém conhece, o crowd só está tipo dead e tu vês que ali o pessoal da frente que são os bradas é que estão hyping this up e o resto
it's hard.
people just posing.
Yeah, unless you get an endorsement from someone that is popular, né?
It's hard.
É
Eu
isso.
percebo o que estás a dizer.
O crowd moçambicano parece, mas noutros sítios os crowds são mais
abertos,
são mais free, eles já não less judgmental, I guess.
It's a different. I think it's like a culture of like festivals. Nós estamos a começar agora com Asgo, porque os outros festivais eram muito específicos para o tipo de música tropical e não sei o que. É
Jazz
mesmo
festival.
huge jazz festival. You go for that specific type, and so now
Eu trabalhei no Jazz
some...
Festival no primeiro, stage manager.
Which jazz festival?
Yeah, the first
What,
one.
here?
Yeah, em Maputo, foi na Matola.
The one with Moreira? Or no, a different one.
I
Or
can't
Juju?
remember.
Because I think they both.
But I
Não me
remember.
Mas foi na Matola, não me lembro quem era. Mas havia
Nice.
um monte deles, foi altamente.
Yeah, and it's nice.
Bem organizado.
But the thing is, the culture of festivals. What I mean is having a festival where you know you're gonna go and you don't know most of them. You maybe just know the headliner, and you're okay with that because you know it'll be good because you trust the festival has chosen good artists.
Yeah.
Mas tu vais para aquela experiência like I'm gonna go and learn about new music. I'm so excited. That kind of culture I think we're starting to get now. As pessoas agora pagam aquele valor, and it's a lot, mas pagam porque eu vou para o Asgo e eu sei que vai ser nice porque tem estes artistas e a última vez que eu fui descobri este outro artista e gostei muito. So that's right now people are more used to paying for someone that they know because it's money, it's like expensive. Vais pagar 500 meticais para franco moçambicano, I need to know who it is. I'm not just going to pay, what if I don't like it? Então I think we're starting to change that. It's like that mentality of like, yeah, it could be good. I don't know it, but let me pay. I trust this venue. I trust this festival. I'm sure it'll be nice. Like the way you go to Bushfire or any other. So I think that's something that is a cultural thing. The same thing with podcasts. Like people will get into it and start to know what to expect. Yeah. But it is the crowd is harder. We have found that the crowd is tougher here than South Africa.
E não é suposto, não é?
Yeah.
Porque aqui estás em casa,
Yeah, no, it's
supostamente
much harder to convince, like, especially because we're not playing like passadas, kizombas, hip hop, kuduro, não kuduro, panza, or marabenta. Like, we're not playing that style of music, so we feel like it's a lot harder to get people. That's why I feel like we have to focus a lot more on the técnicas. Like, we have to I feel like we have to try a lot harder, like vocally. I feel like I need to like really show my chops, you know, like I really, because if I just don't, they're not going to be engaged because it's not the style of music they like.
E no vosso processo de criação, vocês já tentam adaptar a isso ou you stay true to yourselves? Ou vocês começam a ver, tipo, ok, o pessoal cá gosta um bocadinho mais disto, podemos talvez dar né? Desviar um bocado do... Qual é o vosso estilo de música?
Yeah, so that, it's a bit different because it's reggae fusion. Então, já no início, já estamos a misturar. Mas nós tentamos agora ser mais criativos e misturar com sons que as pessoas já estão um pouco habituadas. So, like, we have a little bit of marabenta kind of styles, but we've always had a little bit because there's 6 of us. And...
Wu-Tang.
We're getting there. Almost. We have 6 people now. It's a lot. It's a big group. Wu-Tang.
And you all play, right? The 6 of you, no? Or is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you all play an instrument in the...
I play very badly, so I don't play.
I consider vocals as another instrument. I'm saying in the band.
Yes.
No, I do. It actually is.
Very quick on your feet.
I
like that.
He's good. He's good. This guy.
I'm all right.
He knows what he's doing.
You know, but the 6 of you right now that are, for example, this new album.
It's all 6 of us.
All 6 of you. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and everyone, some people, like the new member, Ricardo, he plays the saxophone, but he's also a piano player, and he has like these little button things, kind of like you have there. And we actually, it's so funny, he just bought one. So in the concerts, we started putting the pum, 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 and we love. That's amazing. We are so easily amused. But yeah, so he's, because I think he's the only one of us that is a professional musician.
He's musically trained.
He's a music teacher. He's been doing it since he was a teenager. He teaches it.
Yeah.
He does like private lessons and at a school. So he is a little bit more. But everyone has their instrument that they play.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's fantastic, I think.
And how does it feel being like the only female in the group? Are you like the
queen?
Not even that,
princess?
but like everyone. Let's say like it's a band decision, right? And then you easily influence votes. No, okay,
not at all.
It's
I'm just one of the bros.
it's just curious.
I think we all have respect for each other, and we treat each other very equally. Maybe in the beginning was like, oh, a pizza, okay. Mas agora it's like
I'm a homie.
I'm basically one of the homies. We're like everyone's opinion is important, but it has to be a lot of the decisions is a
So
democracy.
you're basically saying you're not a diva. Nice one.
No,
Nice.
but we have divas. We have divas in the group. It's just not me.
You don't have to have like Regina needs to have specifically only yellow M&Ms in that bowl.
Yes,
And it needs to be a bowl of the size.
Yes,
A
white.
writer, né?
Yeah,
the
not tech
writer.
writer. No, I think we have more diva qualities than others actually. Not in a bad way, just people
It's
more
just the way they
exigent.
are.
Yeah. I'm not the
É por isso que
diva
estás a dizer
at
que
all.
vocês precisam de um manager ou é preciso managers de verdade cá, porque o grupo não pode estar a tomar estas decisões, né?
Always, and you
Yeah.
shouldn't be.
Não, o grupo não
especially a
tem,
group.
não
E
tem
nem
qualificações,
devia.
nem sabe o que está a
We're
fazer.
not business
They should
people,
focus, é isso, exactly.
Yeah.
They should focus on the music, na arte e acabou. O resto, alguém vai tratar.
That would be fantastic, but unfortunately, like now we've actually found people that are helping us. Our producer Rui Martins, the left right. I don't know if you know.
Hey. Oh, wrong one. Sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna do it again. Ready?
Okay.
Temos o Rui Martins, the left right. Conhece?
Listeners are going to think I'm drunk or something. I'm not, but I could be.
It could be.
But he's legendary.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's a genius. He's a
Yeah.
musical genius. And
Yeah,
then we have Eduardo Monteiro, who's like in marketing and stuff.
Yes,
And
also
he's
very good.
and he's been helping us in like more of like the structure and marketing
Yeah.
and campaigns and stuff
Yeah.
and giving us ideas. And some of the meetings, like having to sit in meetings with like big like bosses in banks or TV stations or whatever. I've had to do that and I don't like it. I don't like it. And I think it takes away from the art. Because if I had been negotiating with you about how much the band needs to get paid, that stuff is, and then I have to put that away and then go give the best show I've ever had, even though I knew you guys were trying to, get, a few thousand off. Like it creates a weird tension that shouldn't be. I shouldn't even know what that process was. I should just focus on, like you said, delivering my art. But we don't have a lot of people that can do that.
Yeah,
Moz.
I think that there are in Moz 100%. I think there's no one that comes to my mind. I think and it's the point I'm trying to make is that we need managers, but we also we need managers that are genuine. We need managers that are
Love music.
that love music.
Tipo, esse pessoal que tu
Exactly.
estavas a falar agora, Regina, o Rui e o Monteiro,
Eduardo, yeah.
eles é que entraram em contato com vocês? Como é que aconteceu isso tudo?
I think it was a bit of both, because eles são bradas de alguns membros da banda, já conheciam. Acho que Eduardo conhecemos Eduardo através do Rui, e acho que o Louis encontrou-se com ele numa festa, qualquer coisa. So we know each other. So it's kind of mutual, but I think they spoke to us and then we kind of went back. It's like, hey, we're kind of need some help. Can you? So it was already kind of conversations were happening on both sides. Like, por que não falamos com o Rui? Por que Eduardo parece estar interessado em trabalhar? It's like that kind of conversation happened.
Which is great.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
And they love music. Okay,
Yeah.
Rui obviously, but Eduardo loves
Não, é
music.
nice saber there's
Yeah.
people out there.
Yeah.
There's people out there que vai ajudar, que está interessado em
It's really
cultivar e
supporting.
ajudar. Exatamente.
And they're not in it necessarily for the money. Obviously, there has to be money involved.
There has to be money. That's
Yes.
Ninguém vai trabalhar para aquecer,
No, of
Yeah.
course. But there has to be that love first. Like,
Exactly.
and they believe in us.
They got to believe in the band.
They believe in us.
And that's the thing about management,
Yeah.
artist management, is that you can't be with an artist manager that doesn't believe in what you guys make.
No.
You know, like that defeats, that person's not going to work for you.
No, they're not in your best interest. It's just money.
That manager almost needs to be like one of the top fans of your
Yes,
band in order for them to
absolutely.
actually, talking about like working for the love of it. That's what working
They
is
like
for the love of
us.
it.
And
Yeah.
we like their work, but they like
Yeah.
the band. They go to the...
But generally, managers actually have to. The success of the band is going to be their success because that's how they're going to make money.
Exactly.
You know,
That's also that side as well. So
Yeah.
it's really important that they feel it but we were very lucky to find them because we had been looking for a manager like after Curie left for a long time. So we had been managerless for quite a while and having to do all these meetings ourselves, going into banks, going to companies and stuff. And it was tough. And some of us have like jeito with those kind of things.
yeah. Some people manage the two. There are some
Yeah.
artists that actually manage to do both.
Yeah.
You know, in terms of like
They talk well
not
with
having
people.
those
like,
meetings, and then also like, you know, it's like
putting on the
it's like
artist
Clark
cap.
Kent, Superman, like,
Yeah.
you know, then suit up and then
yeah.
take the suit off and put the costume on and perform.
Yeah, but some people like Luis, because he also has his own business outside, so he's
Yeah.
good with meetings. And like Ricardo, they're both people that speak well and have like a good in these kind of meetings, can keep it pretty calm and stuff. But like I can get pretty emotional, and if I feel like
Are you
I'm
one
getting
of those in the meeting? Like, what is this you
yeah, throw the table. No,
Is this what you think of me?
I'm actually okay. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
And I think the woman thing again that you're talking about, like being a woman going into a room like full of dudes, and it's like, vamos lá ter encontro sobre não sei o quê. You never know if it's gonna be mesmo business or if they're trying to like, vamos lá, encontro para falar sobre business, okay? And you sometimes, and there've been times,
hidden agenda.
Yeah.
there've been times where I go to these meetings and I realized that they're actually they had no intention of talking about music. They were trying to like get in there. And so actually, I told the band for a few meetings, I was like, that meeting, I'm not gonna go. There are people that I didn't like the vibe because it was like that because the woman,
feel
you
the
know, that kind of vibe,
energy.
like man-woman vibe things that I was just like, I don't like that, so I'm not going to that. And that sucks, but
Yeah.
I just started not going to the meetings. But sometimes because I'm like, quote unquote, the face of the band, it created it was more, not convincing, like it was more, it was better to have me there because they wanted to see like, okay, this is if we're selling the image, what's the image?
Yeah.
Like an image. Okay, then she has to be there type thing. But
yeah.
it's not nice. I've avoided as much as I can. Unless I know the person, like if you guys are like, oh, can we do a partnership with the band? I was like, oh yeah, I know, HC and Machu, yeah, I can be there. But for the most part, I just avoided.
And that's bad.
That's horrible.
That's
so
like
bad.
Talk to any female artist and they will tell you
Yeah.
the same thing. I've spoken to like big artists. They don't go to meetings anymore. They just don't. Unless they're there with the managers because
Yeah.
sometimes it's like the artist
you
test.
gotta be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta
But
be there with the.
They don't talk.
Like we also like used to. Our manager used to just take all the meetings, unless like we just used to do the interviews.
Yeah.
That was our arrangement.
That's it.
Because I also didn't want to go to like those freaking meetings,
It's so tough.
and also I had a job as well, so I couldn't go to
Yeah,
those
no, it's
meetings.
really, it's so tough. Like once I had to negotiate, I left wanting to cry because it was just so, I stood my ground and everything, but I was like, oh my God, I don't want to do this ever again. It's too much because then, like I said, like after all that hard negotiating to forget that they were trying to like, not rob us, but they're trying to get like, you know, like.
Mas agora que tens uma geração mais nova já getting in the position of power, decision makers mais jovens, não melhora isso?
No.
Com o
Money.
reconhecimento dos artistas. E
Everybody
Engagement.
wants to pay least for everything.
Yeah.
They don't
yeah.
wanna- people
I think
don't like
that's-
paying
that's
artists.
normal.
Não, porque
Yeah, I think that's.
eu vejo, eu não sei, mas eu veria as coisas como talvez uma geração mais velha não percebe qual é o vosso valor e qual é a vossa influência porque eles não estão nos vossos círculos e não, so they don't have the full grasp of reality, o que é que vocês podem fazer, mas alguém que seja mais novo ou de uma geração mais próxima e também seja um decision maker possa pagar
Yeah. No.
ou fucking.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Melhor.
Yeah, no, not at all. Because business is business, and everyone is trying to pay the least. And we actually find that the newer guys, sometimes the ones that want to pay the least.
So the newer guys would possibly, I think, from answering your question, Marcy, I think the newer guys would actually be interested in doing more with bands in terms of, with the product and things like that, for sure. But I think that when money comes to the conversation, that's different.
Yeah.
Não há muita diferença.
No,
Yeah.
one positive is that they do understand the influence or the power of using a band. Mas não
Era mais por aí que eu estava a pensar.
pagar.
Yeah.
Não querem pagar.
Yeah, I think paper, man.
Yeah.
Those young guys are also, you don't know also like what's going on in their world, right?
Yeah.
Their
Tight
bosses and all of that, giving them a tight budget that they have to manage, and they have to do at least one event every month or every month and a half. And, there's all these things that they also have those issues.
So money is tough, but they're the ones that will call us. So the older ones don't know who we are. They don't listen to. But then their younger people in their group will be like, what about grandma? So we do get called because they have a younger generation.
Exactly.
But in terms of budget, it doesn't change whether they're older or younger. I think everyone is just trying to make the most money. They're not trying to give out any, no matter how good they think you are.
And Reg, where can people find grandma? Where can they find you? I mean, we talk so much about social media.
Yes. 24 de julho. Terceiro andar. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm like, whoa, stop recording.
We have, as I was saying, we're on the Modigi platform has helped us put us on all of the digital platforms.
Nice.
So Spotify, Deezer, I use Deezer a lot. Apple Music, I think iTunes and Amazon, Google Play,
Spotify,
all of them. Physical, some people do buy CDs, guys. Yeah. They really do.
I love CDs.
It's merch now, as I was saying.
For now.
So,
I love CDs for now.
People have been making like the album, the big vinyls. Yeah. So,
are you guys making grandma vinyl?
Well, maybe like we would make a few collectibles.
That could be collectibles. Yeah, I was
they're
thinking
really
that.
fun.
Yeah.
Yes, but stores, we're selling them on Café 3D and Malagueta, the store right next to Piripiri.
Yes.
And on Gentleman's
Nice
Barbershop.
store.
Gentleman's Barbershop has our CDs as well.
That's why I cut my hair, people.
Yeah.
Shout out.
And I think
I see Migs there all the time, actually.
Yeah, Migs. I think Louis is because we have a partnership with them.
I think that.
Yeah.
So you're plugging.
It's a plug. So they have them there too. So just find them. And Lapaman is this guy that he delivers them on.
Who?
Like to Lapaman.
Lapaman?
You can find him on Instagram. He has CDs and he will do delivery of CDs. And he has tons of our Mozambican artists, like lots. We can put the
That's
info
amazing. I would
on
love
the
to.
content. Yeah.
I'm sure people listening would love to know.
Yeah.
And Insta,
it's Grandma Band at band, @ Grandma Band. Mine is just Reggie Music. And then you can find the other bands like Migs, Miguel. Louis does not have social media, just like Marcio. He has WhatsApp, and that's it. And Lau and all the other ones have their social media as well.
amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Man, we can't wait to see you guys like perform again.
Word.
And I'm sure that's going to be very soon. And also your show. You want to plug your show? In the kitchen?
Yes, guys. It's really fun. Really cool artists that some of them you've never heard of, but they're amazing, super talented. It's really nice that, we get to know these people and they have beautiful lives and lots of talent. So go to the Decisinato page. There's tons of interviews. We've done a lot that people don't know about. And like they're not all up and coming. The very first one was Mark Exodus. Yeah. And then we did JR as well. That was really nice. And we did comedians and artists, actors. So check it out. It's really nice.
That's amazing. It truly is. And all the best to you guys on that. We will also plug it on Kubhula as well. We'll put the links up.
Shout out to Evaristo, Aires, Diogo, all those peeps. They're the team. They're great. And shout out to the band members. Hey guys.
Yeah.
Então, thank you, Reg, por
Thank you.
fazeres um tempinho para bater um papo
Yeah,
connosco.
we know you're so busy and
Yeah.
like thank you for
Custou,
coming
né?
to our like,
Custou.
podcast. Thank you for coming to our podcast.
Thank you for
And
inviting me. I love it.
Next time, bring your friends. No, I'm joking. Not during this time, but
Well, all
we need
six
to do
of us.
one with the entire band. But then, yeah, I think we'll get enough mics soon for everyone.
Yeah, like in a bigger space.
Is that a thing? Like podcast with 6 people?
Yeah, you know, like it'll be a rap concert.
Yeah.
A lot of noise.
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang. And we out.
Yes, thank you.
Peace.